Place a 0 next. Place a 0 next to 3. Now 7 goes into 30 4 times. 4 times 7 equals 28. So therefore, place 28 here and subtract it from 30. 30 minus 28 is 2. Now we have 0.02 divided by 7. 7 cannot fit into 2, therefore we treat it as we add a 0, or we place a 0 next to 2. And we treat the division as 20 divided by 7. Now 7 goes into 20 2 times. 2 times 7 is 14. We subtract that result. 20 minus 14 is 6. 7. Now here we divide 60 by 7. By placing a 0 next to 6, to the right of 6, and treating it as 60 divided by 7. 0, add zeros all up on the column like so. 60 divided by 7. Now for 60 divided by 7, we treat this point 0.0060 divided by 7. We're going to treat that as 60 divided by 7. Now we know that 7 times 8 equals 56. Okay, so we know, so this tells us that 7 goes into 60 8 times without going over 60. 7 times 8 is 56, meaning if we add 7 to itself, 8 times, the total of that sum is 56. So we're going to place our 8 here in the 4th position above the 0 on the 60. 8 times 7 is 56. We add our zeros. We place our zeros. Now 60 minus 56 is 4. And then we get to 4 divided by 7, or 40. And then the calculation continues. This will continue on. 1 divided by 7 is it's called a non-repeating decimal point number. So meaning this division continues forever. The division continues forever. So we say 1/7 equals 0.1428, or we round that to the third decimal place, we would say 0.143. .143. .1/8. Or 1 divided by 8. Now, 8 is greater than 1, therefore 1 cannot be divided by 8 in this manner. We don't simply, but 8 is less than 10. 8 plus 2 is 10, or 10 minus 8 equals 2. You see that this 2 is gonna come in. Now we treat this as 10 divided by 8. 8 goes into 10 once. 1 times 8 is 8. 10 minus 8 equals 2. So we have a remainder of 2. But since 2 is greater than 0, or the remainder is greater than 0, therefore the division is not complete, so we continue dividing by the divisor, which is 8. So here, we treat 1.0 as if it was 10. Now, 8 goes into 10 one time. We multiply 1 by 8. 1 by 8 equals 8. And then we subtract that. We subtract the result of multiplying 1 by 8. We take that result and subtract it. We subtract it from the dividend, which is 10, to give us 2. And we bring down our decimal point number. So that gives us 0.2. Now we have to divide. Now this 2 becomes our new dividend. Now, we place a 0 next to the 2 and treat that as 20 divided by 8. 8 goes into 22 times. 2 times 8 is 16. (20 minus 16 is 4. Now we do the same thing I just did there. We add a 0. Excuse me. We place the 0. We don't add the zeros. That's not an addition. Addition of 2 plus 0 equals 2. So if I added a 0, I just get 2. What I'm doing is I'm just writing a 0, placing a 0, as 0 is called a placeholder. So we place